What is up, guys? It's Tom here and welcome to the FIFA 17 Career Mode Premier League transfer budgets video, and I will be also revealing not only the transfer budgets for most of the Premier League teams but also their board expectations. So if you are excited for FIFA 17 Career Mode, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel if you are new for more FIFA 17 videos. In the background you will see some FIFA 17 screenshots and also some football stadium screenshots. Smash the like button. I spent a lot of hours researching for this video. I looked up a lot of FIFA 17 career mode videos, and I actually found most of the Premier League teams transfer budgets and also their board expectations. Sadly, I'm not allowed to post them in this video, but I put together a photo album with all the screenshots, a link to that in the video description, so you can check it out for yourself. Just listen to what I say, check the screenshots if you want to see it for yourself. I found these informations on an early build of FIFA 17, so it might change, but most likely it won't change until the full release, the full game comes out. And of course I will start with my favorite team, Liverpool FC, and Liverpool's transfer budget will be £65.8 million, which is, I think, a pretty realistic, pretty decent transfer budget. The club's worth is 1.08 billion pounds, which is just an amazing club worth, 1.8 billion pounds. But I will show you some other big teams like Arsenal, Manchester United, Tottenham in this video. And also very interesting that the board expectations for Liverpool on FIFA 17 career mode: domestic success critical, continental success high, brand exposure critical, financial very low, and youth development low, which I'm a little bit disappointed about it. We'll go in detail with the board expectations in a second, because I actually got hold of some information on each and every board expectation for Liverpool FC on FIFA 17 career mode, and I'm really excited to share that with you guys. But first, let's take a look at some other teams' transfer budgets. So Arsenal's transfer budget on FIFA 17 career mode will be £94 million, which is amazing. And if you are not Arsene Wenger, but if you want to spend money finally at Arsenal, then you can spend awesome money. But to be fair to Arsene Wenger, he spent close to 100 million in this transfer window, so hats off to him. The club worth for Arsenal is 1.9 billion pounds, which is almost twice as much as Liverpool. I found that a little bit unrealistic in my opinion. For Arsenal, the board expectations: domestic success, continental success, and brand exposure are all critical. Financial expectations are very low, and youth development medium. So I think this is kind of very realistic for Arsenal. And then we have Manchester United's transfer budget on FIFA 17 career mode. It will be £122 million. And Manchester United's club worth is £2.76 billion, which is astonishing. Again, the board expectations are the same as Arsenal, so domestic and continental success critical, brand exposure critical, financial very low, and youth development medium. And you will have to achieve these expectations to the last word, otherwise you might get fired. If you don't achieve the critical board expectations for the first three categories, then you will be in trouble. The next team that's transfer budget we are looking at is Middlesbrough. It's very interesting to see what a newly promoted side's transfer budget will be on FIFA 17, and it's 26.6 million pounds for Middlesbrough's transfer budget. The club worth is 299 million pounds. So they are worth like a fraction of the big clubs, and their board expectations are domestic success, continental success very low, so basically you just have to stay in the Premier League, brand exposure medium, financial low, and youth development high. I really like it that at a newly promoted side you have to bring through youth players, because that's where you can develop the club. And another club which is like a very good, decent mid-table side is Southampton. It's very interesting to see what their transfer budget and expectations are. So Southampton's transfer budget on FIFA 17 career mode will be 38.8 million pounds, which is quite a lot, and the club worth is 527 million pounds. So in the middle ground, you know, between the likes of Middlesbrough and Liverpool, and I think it's kind of realistic to see domestic success, continental success, and brand exposure. Expectations are medium, financial expectation is low, because the Premier League is very rich, and youth development again high. And I really like it that they made it high for Southampton, because they are famous of bringing through a lot of awesome players from the youth academy. Gareth Bale, Theo Walcott, Luke Shaw, just to name a few. So really already excited about FIFA 17 career mode. These 5 board expectations for each club will make career mode a different experience for when you are playing for a big club or when you are playing with a smaller side. Stoke City is the next one. Their transfer budget of FIFA 17 career mode is 36.4 million. The club worth is 472 million pounds. So Stoke City are not worth as much as Southampton, just a little bit lower, and also their transfer budget is also a little bit lower, and I think that's fair. Domestic continental success medium, brand exposure medium for the board expectations for Stoke City, financial low, and youth development very low. And also this is very interesting, at Southampton it was youth development was high, so category like 2 or 1, I think, category 2 actually. And at Stoke City, a similar mid-table side, youth development is very low, so there is vast difference in terms of their strategies, and that is reflecting the real-life situation, how Southampton is run. They are really focusing on youth players, Stoke City not so much, and it's reflected in the game, which I absolutely love, to be honest with you guys. Now, Sunderland, another club who is flirting with relegation every season. Their transfer budget on FIFA 17 for Sunderland is 29 million. Their club worth is 352 million pounds, and their domestic and continental success is low, so basically you have to stay up in the Premier League, maybe finish in the bottom half, and that would be enough for the board expectations. Brand exposure medium, financial medium, and youth development low. So again, Sunderland are not famous for bringing through youth academy players, well, not a lot, so their youth development expectations are low. Swansea City, a different club in terms of, their expectations. Their transfer budget is, Swansea City's transfer budget for FIFA 17 career mode is 32 million pounds. Club worth is 412 million pounds. Domestic success is medium, continental success is low, brand exposure also low, but their financial and youth development expectations, board expectations are medium. So Swansea are more of a club who are bringing through youth players, but not at the rate of the likes of Southampton. So I think medium is kind of realistic for them. And now Tottenham, another very big club in the Premier League in terms of their ambition, and that is reflected in their transfer budget, 68.9 million pounds, which is surprisingly a little bit more, like 3 million pounds more than Liverpool's transfer budget. Their club worth is 867 million pounds. Domestic, continental, and brand exposure expectations are high at Tottenham on FIFA 17 career mode. Their financial expectations are very low and youth development high. So at Tottenham you will be expected to bring through youth players from the academy. And now Watford, and it's very interesting to see what Watford's transfer budget is, 26.5 million pounds on FIFA 17 career mode. Club worth 298 million pounds. Domestic and continental success very low and low, so you just need to stay up in the Premier League. Brand exposure medium, financial expectations are low, and youth development expectations are very low. So at Watford you are not really expected to bring through youth academy players. At West Brom though, it's a little bit different. Transfer budget is 29 million pounds, club worth is 357 million pounds. Again, the screenshots of these are in the video's description in the photo album, so make sure to check it out if you want to see any of these pictures. Domestic success low, continental success low, brand exposure also low, financial expectations are medium for West Bromwich Albion, and youth development are also medium, so you are expected at West Brom to bring through some youth academy players. And now West Ham United, who moved recently to the Olympic Stadium, which will be on FIFA 17, and their transfer budget is much bigger than I think in real life, 63.7 million pounds, so just £1.5 million less than Liverpool. I think that's a little bit too high for me, for my liking, for West Ham United. Their club worth is 637 million pounds, and they want high expectations for domestic success, medium for continental success, brand exposure high, financial very low, and the youth academy, youth development expectations are medium. So West Ham, the board expectations are like a top 6, top 8 club in the Premier League, and that is, you know, I think reflected in the real life how the club is run. And what I want to do now is check on Liverpool's board objectives. I want to talk to you guys about each and every objective at Liverpool FC, because I just actually got hold of some information that when you start the career mode on FIFA 17 with Liverpool FC, and I'm really looking forward to my Liverpool career mode on FIFA 17, these will be the objectives for Liverpool FC. So the objectives overview, the latest objectives are within 2 seasons in the Champions League reach the final. And considering that Liverpool are not even in Europe at the start of FIFA 17 career mode, it will be very difficult, because the first objective will be to qualify to the Champions League, and within 2 seasons you have to reach the final. So basically in the first season you have to finish in the top 4, and you already have to start building a squad capable of reaching the Champions League final. I think that's a very, very ambitious objectives by the Liverpool board, but it will be a huge challenge on career mode to do that. And also in the Emirates FA Cup, you are expected to reach the final. So the youth development expectations are low, category 4. The short term, listen to this, sign at least 2 players younger than 20 years old with potential greater than the average overall rating of players currently in the same position. That's the short-term youth development objectives, and guys, this is low youth development objectives. So imagine when you are at a club who wants to develop youth players, and maybe the objective is high or very high or critical. This will be very, very difficult to fulfill at those clubs. At Liverpool, not so much. So you basically have to sign 2 players who are younger than 20 and who have good potential, and also greater potential than the average overall rating of players currently in the same position. So for example, if you want to maybe strengthen the left back area for Liverpool, Moreno I think will be like 77, 78 rated. So you have to sign 2 young players who are below 20 years old and also who have a higher potential than 78, and I don't think that would be very difficult to do. The other short-term youth objective at Liverpool FC is to sign 1 youth player into the senior team in the same season they were scouted, play them in 5 matches either as part of the starting 11 or coming on as a sub. So I think you should set up a very good youth academy, hire the most experienced and the highest rated coaches for the youth academy and scouts, for example. Scouts for the youth academy, and scout an awesome player with huge potential, sign them in the same season and just play them in 5 matches, either as a substitute. brand exposure, the short-term brand exposure expectations for Liverpool FC on FIFA 17 career mode is to gain £25 million earnings from shirt sales within a season. Liverpool are a huge club, so I don't think that will be difficult, but how you can boost the shirt sales is to sign a marquee player, to sign a superstar, for example, a Mario Götze, or I don't know what kind of other signings could Liverpool make that would be realistic. Maybe sign somebody from the French league who are very high profile, Angel Di Maria or somebody. So yeah, it will be very interesting how the shirt sales are going, because actually you can't really control the prices of the shirts. So what you can do is sign some marquee players and hope that their shirts selling will boost the overall earnings from shirt sales. The continental success board expectations for FIFA 17 Liverpool career mode. For Liverpool, the short term is to qualify for the Champions League, as I already mentioned. The long term, within 2 seasons, reach the final of the Champions League, and also they are listing how many seasons are remaining from the long-term goal, and this is high expectations for continental success. So category 2, the domestic success, is category 1, critical, and what they want to do in the short term, the board expectations are for the Premier League, finish in the top 4, finish in the Champions League places, in the FA Cup, reach the final, and the long term, within 2 seasons, win the Premier League title. So at Liverpool, within 2 seasons, you are expected to win the title and to reach the Champions League final, which will be very, very difficult in my opinion to do. And financial objectives, there are no objectives because the priority is very low. You are already loaded because of the Premier League TV deal. So these were all the brand new information that I could get hold of on a FIFA 17 career mode. I really hope that you guys appreciated and enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay awesome. See you later. Goodbye.